Before I start this video off, I want to explain something up front to try to make this as less confusing as possible. In Argentina, there's a regular exchange rate, and then there's what they call the blue rate. The regular exchange rate that you would get withdrawing money using your ATM card or going to a bank is about 180 Argentinian pesos for every $1. But the blue exchange rate is nearly double that. For example, going to a Western Union, you would get about 335 Argentinian pesos for $1. And the reason I believe why this is because the money in Argentina, the currency is just in rapid decline. And I don't know if that's due to inflation. I don't know exactly why that is. But if you look at a graph of the exchange rate, US dollar to Argentina peso, you will see that even over the last 5 years, it's just been in constant decline. From 1 year ago to today, it's nearly half the value that it once was in just 1 year. This blue rate is so drastic in comparison to the official rate, where they're willing to give you double the amount of pesos that you would get on the official rate, because they know that in 1 year, those pesos are going to be worth half what they are today. If the Argentinian peso is halving in value every year, that's a very unstable currency. So let's say I'm living in Argentina and I have 400 Argentinian pesos. Now, on the official exchange rate, this money is worth $2. But here comes an American who's got $2 and he's looking to exchange that for 400 Argentinian pesos. But I tell him, look, I'll give you this 400 Argentinian pesos for $1. And of course, he's going to say yes. So I've now taken a loss because my money was worth $2, but I only received $1. But if I wait 1 year, that $1 is worth 400 Argentinian pesos. So I have my money back in just 1 year. If I wait 2 years, at the rate the peso is declining, that $1 is now worth 800 Argentinian pesos. So say I'm living in Argentina and I have all this cash in pesos. Why would I keep it in pesos? I'm not an economist, nor am I an expert on global affairs, but I would say that's the reason why this blue rate exists. If I have all this money in Argentinian pesos and it's declining, it's halving every year, I want to stop the bleeding. I want to get out of this money. I want to exchange it for a more stable currency, and I want to hold that currency. That's got to be the reason why this blue exchange rate exists. I'm sure there are limitations to how much people can exchange officially. Otherwise, they would just exchange their pesos for the official rate. People are willing to give you more pesos than what the bank would give you in order to get your stable dollar. So if $1 is worth 200 Argentinian pesos, $1,000 would be worth 200,000 Argentinian pesos. Let's say you're living in Argentina, you're working in Argentina, you're getting paid in pesos. And say you've managed to save up 200,000 pesos, which is $1,000 USD. What are you going to do with this money? It's all in pesos. You could put it in the bank. You could put it in a safe. You could stuff it under your mattress. What are you going to do with it? Well, if you keep it in pesos, this is what's going to happen. That 200,000 pesos that was worth $1,000 USD In 1 year, it's going to be worth $500 USD. In one additional year, it's going to be worth $250 USD. A year after that, it's going to be worth $125 USD. The following year, $62 USD. The following year, $31 USD. Next year, $16. The following year, $8. The following year, $4. Next year, $2. And 1 year from that, it's going to be worth $1 USD. You've got 200,000 pesos sitting in a safe that was once worth $1,000. 10 years later is now worth $1. So I was thinking about this the other day when I was walking, and I passed by a real estate place that had listings on the outside, and I was curious, wanting to know how much apartments were in Buenos Aires. And I thought about it. If I was a rich Argentine, say a rich businessman who had all this cash, and my country is going through this financial crisis right now where money has become a depreciating value, like buying a car. So you don't want to keep your cash all in the bank. So what are you going to do? You're probably going to either exchange it for US, a strong currency that's not losing money at the same, or losing value at the same rate, or you want to buy property, So I was wondering what the demand was in the real estate market in Argentina, because I imagine a lot of people with money are buying up all the properties, and maybe they're trying to Airbnb them out or whatever. But it's just a better risk than, keeping your money in the bank here. It's not even about risk. It's you're going to lose that $1 million worth of Argentina pesos today is going to be worth like 700,000 later, So it doesn't make sense to keep your money in cash in Argentina. So I assume that's why they're willing to, pay you cash for US dollars at a crazy rate, much better than what a bank would, because they know in the long run, when they go to flip that money back into Argentina pesos, it's going to be worth more than what it was when they gave you that good exchange rate.